Well, Valentine's Day may be wrapped in roses and romance, but it is often soaked in booze. For people in recovery, that combination can turn a love-filled holiday into a high-risk moment. Here to discuss, Dr. Frank Spinelli, Senior Medical Advisor for Reframe, a neuroscience-based app designed to help people change their relationship with alcohol. Glad to have you here.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah, and I want to talk about the app Reframe, but first, why can Valentine's Day pose a risk for people in recovery?
Well, I think, we've all been sold that there's a lot of pressure to have a romantic evening, and you want to do that for your loved one, and that might mean a wine-soaked candlelight dinner, or certainly having a toast with champagne and strawberries, but there's also the other side where there are individuals who don't have a loved one and they feel a lot of shame and pressure, or perhaps you're in a relationship that's undergoing struggles. So when you think about all those different individuals, alcohol could play somewhat of a trigger for you, especially if you're trying to cut back or stay sober.
Yeah, indeed. And how can sober people navigate these alcohol-centric holidays without the isolation? Because Valentine's Day is but one. We've got Christmas and New Year's and, everything in between.
Well, even just the Super Bowl, who can imagine not celebrating the Super Bowl without a beer? So there's always going to be an occasion where we can center it around drinking. I think the idea here is to establish a new tradition, and that's what we teach at Reframe. Think of another opportunity for you and your loved one to perhaps do something different, or go hiking, or go to the beach if it's warm, or spend a lovely evening indoors if it's cozy and cold, and watch a movie. There's opportunities to do things with your loved one that don't center around alcohol. And if you want to go out to a lovely dinner, I don't know if you've seen this recently, but if you look at the menu beforehand, there are tons of other options that are non-alcoholic or mocktails. The idea here is we don't want you to feel like you're being punished or deprived. We want you to have fun. So think of it as JOMO, or the joy of missing out, not the fear of missing out.
What other recovery-focused tools and routines maybe can help people stay more grounded during some of these high-pressure social moments?
Well, certainly the big misconception is that you need to isolate or avoid groups and parties because you're not drinking or you're trying to cut back. And that's actually not true. The best thing for you to do is to be around other people, stay connected, be accountable, and don't make your drinking or not drinking a focus of attention. This is just who you are right now, and I would leave it at that and say, I'm just not drinking right now. And if you are going to a party, why don't you bring your own non-alcoholic beverage and just really have fun and let that not be the center of attention.
And for someone who is newly sober and maybe feeling anxious about the holiday, what proactive steps would you recommend before Valentine's Day arrives?
Well, certainly thinking about what you're going to be doing, making a plan or thinking ahead about futurizing what that event was going to look like. Certainly having a strategy where you're maybe perhaps accountable to one person, or you're telling one person what you're doing, bringing your own non-alcoholic beverage just to have something. Or if you are cutting back, you may think about something we call zebra striping, which is the minute you get to a party or an event, don't reach for a glass of alcohol, have something non-alcoholic first. And if you are mindfully moderating or cutting back, then maybe have an alcoholic drink, and then guess what? Go back to something non-alcoholic. The idea is you don't want to start building those old habits of momentum towards drinking. We really try to teach about anchoring yourself in the 4 Ps, which is pausing, pondering, being present in the moment, and then thinking about what those possibilities are moving forward, and then reintroduce yourself into the event with intention. We really want you to have the tools necessary to make informed decisions so that it's right for you.
And Dr. Spinelli, with just a couple of seconds left, can you tell us a bit more about the app, how it works? Does it cost anything? How do you download it and use it?
You can just go to your app store and download it. There is a monthly service fee, and really what it offers is neuroscience-based approaches to really transform people's lives and their relationship with alcohol. And we do this through certain modalities. So one is daily tasks where you learn about the neuroscience and the impact alcohol has on your life. You could do check-ins to see how much you've been drinking or not drinking. You'll find out how much money you've saved by not drinking, the
No.
calories you've saved. And certainly you get to connect with other people like you through our community forums
Yeah.
and our community sessions.
Lots of incentives there. Dr. Spinelli, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
We'll be back in 2 minutes.